Raiders fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. You won't believe what's buzzing around the NFL right now. We might be witnessing the beginning of one of the most unexpected twists of the offseason. Word on the street is that DAVANTE Adams, DAVANTE Adams is having some second thoughts about his decision to part ways with the Las Vegas Raiders. And not just mild regret, but real, heartfelt, soul-searching kind of regret. During a recent interview that's been making waves online, Adams dropped a bombshell, casually saying, "I hope to be back one day." Now, for a guy who's known for being calculated, smart, and brutally honest, that kind of statement doesn't just slip out by accident. It raises questions. What's going on behind the scenes? Why is Adams suddenly looking back with nostalgia at a team he was seemingly eager to move on from not too long ago? Let's rewind a bit. When Adams first left the Raiders, the narrative was all about chasing a championship, aligning with a team that matched his elite level of play, and perhaps more than anything, distancing himself from the dysfunction that had started to creep into the Raiders organization. The team was struggling to find its footing, especially at quarterback, and there were clear signs of misalignment between management and the locker room. Adams, one of the top wide receivers in the game, wasn't about to waste his prime years in a rebuild, so when the opportunity to move came knocking, he didn't hesitate. Fans were divided, some understood, others felt betrayed, but nobody questioned that Adams was making what looked like the smart, career-savvy move. But now it seems like that decision might be haunting him in ways no one could have predicted. It's worth noting that Adams has always had a unique connection with the Raiders, from his childhood dreams of wearing the silver and black to his bond with certain players on that roster, particularly former college teammate Derek Carr. His decision to join the Raiders in the first place wasn't just about money or status. It was personal. It was emotional. He wanted to help rebuild something, to bring pride back to a franchise that's always flirted with greatness but struggled with consistency. So for him to look back and say, "I hope to be back one day," is more than just nostalgia. It sounds like a piece of him feels unfinished, like he left something on the table in Las Vegas that he's now itching to reclaim. Now let's dig deeper. What could possibly be driving this sudden change of heart? One obvious factor is the grass not always greener effect. You leave a tough situation thinking you're heading towards something better, only to realize that every locker room has its own issues. Chemistry matters, comfort matters, leadership matters, and maybe, just maybe, Adams is realizing that despite the Raiders' flaws, he felt at home there. Maybe it was the fan base, the city, the culture, or the sense that he had a bigger role than just being another cog in the offensive machine. When you're one of the NFL's top dogs, that sense of belonging and purpose can mean everything. Of course, we can't ignore the potential friction or unmet expectations at his current team. Has he truly found a chemistry with his new quarterback? Are the offensive schemes playing to his strengths? Is he being heard by the coaching staff? You look at his body language in recent games, impresses even on social media, and something just feels off. The fire's still there, sure, but it's not burning quite the same way. That frustration doesn't usually come from stats alone. It comes from feeling like your voice isn't valued, your effort isn't matched, and your leadership isn't recognized. And when you start feeling that disconnect, your mind naturally drifts back to the last place you felt seen. Let's not forget, too, that the Raiders themselves have started to look a little more stable lately. New coaching leadership, promising draft picks, and a clear direction have given fans a renewed sense of hope. It's not the circus it once was. And maybe Adams is watching from afar thinking, "Damn, I could have been part of that turnaround." When you leave a team that's struggling and then watch them start to figure things out without you, it can be a tough pill to swallow, especially if you left thinking they'd spiral further. That prideful part of you starts wondering if maybe you gave up too soon. If maybe you should have stayed and fought through the chaos, helped lead that resurgence, and truly cemented your legacy in silver and black. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Now, what does I hope to be back one day actually mean? Is it a hint at a reunion next season? A potential trade request? Or is it just an emotional slip? A moment of honesty from a player who's simply reminiscing? We've seen this before. Players say one thing in the heat of the moment and it doesn't always lead to action. But with Adams, it feels different. He's not the kind of guy who throws out words lightly. When he speaks, he means it. And the way he said it, almost wistfully, makes you think this isn't just about football. It's about unfinished business. About a connection to a place, a fan base, or maybe even a part of himself that he feels he left behind. This could open up a whole can of worms. Imagine the implications if the Raiders actually entertained the idea of bringing Adams back. Would it make sense from a cap perspective, from a team chemistry standpoint? Would the fans embrace him again, or would there be lingering resentment over how things ended the first time? These are all fair questions, but here's the thing: football, at its core, is about emotion, about stories, and the story of a superstar returning to a team he once left, hoping for redemption and a second chance at greatness. That's the kind of thing fans live for. That's cinematic. That's legacy defining. And let's be real, if the Raiders want to make a splash, if they want to fully embrace this new era and show the league they mean business, bringing back a face like DAVANTE Adams could be that bold statement. He knows the system. He knows the pressure. He knows the dream. And if his heart's truly still in Vegas, if that fire to win there still burns, then maybe, just maybe, it's not such a far-fetched idea after all. Stranger things have happened in the NFL. Comebacks, reunions, redemption arcs. What keep this league so compelling, so unpredictable, so deeply human? So now all eyes turn to the front offices. Will they make the call? Will the stars align for a reunion that just a few months ago seemed impossible? Or is this just another off-season rumor destined to fade into the background noise of a league that never stops moving? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, DAVANTE Adams' words have stirred the pot, and the NFL world will be watching closely to see what comes next. Because when a player of his caliber says, "I hope to be back one day," it doesn't just echo, it resonates. And it might just change everything. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.